listening to the Scottish Shindig on Radio GH with Ewan Galloway.
Good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the Scottish Shindig here on Radio GH, and I hope that you have all had a wonderful week, and hopefully you've been out and about, perhaps dancing again and having fun and enjoying yourself, which is great. If you're up at Largo Ward tonight, I'm sure I can pass on thanks from both Moira and Norman and Kath for a great night dancing. We really enjoyed it. And if you've been out anywhere else dancing, then let us know what you've been up to. I'm sure that you were enjoying yourself. There's been a few accordion and fiddle clubs starting up again as well, and they seem to be having good numbers attending, which is really good. So remember to keep trying and supporting your local accordion and fiddle clubs wherever you may be. Our requests for tonight's Shindig are full. We have lots of songs to get through in tracks, along with some that we've chosen ourselves. So we're going to start off with the first track on the list tonight. It's The Gates of Edinburgh, a set of reels by John Ellis and his Highland Country Dance Band. Great sound there of John Ellis and his Highland Country Dance Band there, starting us off on tonight's Scottish Shindig here on Radio GH. And a fantastic set of reels indeed. Tiger is in the studio, for those that are wondering where he is. He's been helping me gather in all the requests and playlists for today to ensure that we play all the right tracks for you. Hello to Sheila and Billy, the Dandy Dancer. It says, good evening all from a sunny but cold Aberdeen. Shona says, good evening, Mr. Galloway, Sunday name. I had a quiet weekend recovering from the RSCDS Winter School in Pitlochry. A fantastic weekend playing of music and dancing as well. And I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself, but a full weekend to recover. It must have been a good week. Hi to Joanne Renton, and it was great to see yourself and David and Helen Stewart and everyone else down in Kelso on Wednesday. And it's really good atmosphere. Really enjoyed it. But I'm glad that you're tuned in tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the show. So we do have a large number of requests, and we'll make a start to them and see how we get on. The first one here on my list this evening is for a song, and there is a few songs on tonight's show, Some may result in us losing streaming to Facebook. If it does, I'll try and reconnect. But the first one is for Ronnie Ross. It says, can you please play Ronnie Ross, Take My Heart? Saturday would have been our 67th wedding anniversary, and that's from Brenda Jones. And I couldn't find a tune called Take My Heart, but I found Take These Chains From My Heart. So I'm hoping that this one will be suitable for yourself. And here it is by Ronnie Ross, Take These Chains From My Heart.
Take these chains from my heart and set me free.
Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. All my faith in you is gone, but the heartaches linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these tears from my eyes and let me see just the spark of the love that used to be. If you love somebody new, let me find a new love too. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Of sympathy, be as fair to my heart as you can be. Then if you no longer care for the love that's beating there, take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these chains from my heart and set me free.
Set me free.
Well, get your dancing shoes on and let's have a ceilidh.
Yes, excellent playing there from Ian Hudson and his band there with Neil Dawson on the fiddle for Bobby Brown's Canadian Breakdown, which takes me on to my next track, which I got to choose myself, which was very nice for Helen Robinson up there in Shetland. Please play your favourite tune, Ewan. So here it is. It's the Duke of Athol's Reel, otherwise known as the Athol Highlanders, and it's played this time though by Bobby Brown and the Scottish Accent. Yes, a very distinctive sound indeed there of Bobby Brown and the Scottish Accent there, playing my favourite tune, the Athol Highlanders, for the Duke of Athol's Reel. And a comment there from Sheila saying that they danced the Duke of Athol's Reel in Blair Castle on Thursday. What a setting and fantastic music to go with it. And if you have a wee look later on, I've spent today over in Glasgow with friends at the SECC at the Model Railway Show. Big fan of the Model Railways. Tiger is up to something. I can hear him. I was at the Model Railway Show. Had a fantastic afternoon. Loads of fantastic exhibitions. Look at this. If you're watching, someone has found and shredded a packet of Dreamies on the floor. I thought I heard a noise. Well, we better give them a few. Yes, they had lots of exhibitions. One of them was Blair Athol up towards Drumoctor. So see if you can spot it in the photos later on. Oh my goodness, there's dreamies everywhere here. So we'll move on and have one of our first requests, another song. There is a few songs tonight, and it says, never heard this song in years, but I've been going about singing it all morning. Could you please play A Scottish Soldier? Surely it'll bring back lots of memories for some. We were reared in Andy Stewart. Only time we got to watch the TV was when he was on. And it says, thanks a million, and it's from our wonderful Gloria Hayhurst. So here it is, all lined up in the player for you, Gloria. And I do hope that we manage to stay on virtually.
There was a soldier, a Scottish soldier, who wandered far away and soldiered far away. There was none bolder, with good broad shoulder. He'd fought in many a fray and fought and won. He'd seen the glory, he'd told the story of battles glorious and deeds victorious. But now he's sighing, his heart is crying, to leave those green hills of Tyrol, because those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not Mylands hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. And now the soldier, the Scottish soldier, who wandered far away and soldiered far away, sees leaves are falling and death is calling, and he will fade away in that far land. He called his piper, his trusty piper, and bade him sound a lay, a pibroch sad to play upon a hillside, but Scottish hillside, not on those green hills of Tyrol, because those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not Mylands hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. Now the soldier, the Scottish soldier, will wander far no more and soldier far no more. And on a hillside, a Scottish hillside, you'll see that piper play his soldier home. He's seen the glory, he's told the story of battles glorious and deeds victorious. The bugles cease now, he is at peace now, far from those green hills of Tyrol, because those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not Mylands hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. Oh no, those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not Mylands hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home.
Yes, the wonderful sound of Andy Stewart there, and the Scottish Soldier, requested there by Gloria Hayhurst, and there she is, enjoying that very much. Mum says that she had a musical toy soldier that played this when she was little, and the song always reminds her. And Elizabeth White says it giving her goosebumps. But I'm glad that you're all tuned in. Alan Barnett, it's great to catch up briefly over the week there. Alan, he says this was a huge hit here in Canada in 1959. All the radio stations played it, and very, very popular indeed. Next up, we have a Skippinish track lined up in the player, and again, I hope this one will play. It comes as a request from Jennifer Sheehan. It says, hello to you all at Radio GH. Could you please play a tune called Farewell to Nig? It's by Skippinish, and here it is lined up in our player on the Scottish Shindig here on Sunday night, and it's, well, it was lined up in the player and then it decided that it's going to run away, but we'll type it in quickly and it'll come back up. So Farewell to Nig by a Skippinish from the album The Sound of the Summer. the wonderful sound of the Lomond Ceilidh Band. That is from their latest CD, Back on Track. And it was a request from Grant McDougall. He says, could you please play anything at all by the Lomond Ceilidh Band? I had a message from Jean Gray. It says, hi Ewan, could you please play Douglas a tune by yourself? He is still in hospital. And I hope that you are home soon, Douglas, and feeling a lot better. And here to help you on your way and get back home and keep safe is your own two-step written by myself. It's Douglas Gray's two-step from the album A Scottish Lockdown, released just, in fact, released 2 years ago now, 2020. Yes, there you go. The producer of the show in the hot seat here. I'm just the presenter. This is the producer here for those that are watching. Yes, Tiger, the main boss of the show. That was Douglas Gray's two-step, and hoping that Douglas feels a lot better soon and back home and out of hospital and makes a full recovery. And from the Scottish Lockdown album. Next up, we are getting near some train pictures. I know that Sarah will be excited to see some train pictures. I'm just making sure that everything's working before I play any of them. But we do have a song, and this one is Dumbarton's Drums, as sung by the Curries, and it's from a request of Elizabeth White.
Dumbarton's drums, they sound so bonny when they remind me of my Jeannie. Such fond delight can steal upon me when Jeannie kneels and sings to me. Across the hills of Burn and Heather, Dumbarton tolls me her pleasure, a song of love that has no measure. When Jeannie kneels and sings to me, sons so bonny when they remind me o' my Jeannie. Such fond delight can steal upon me when Jeannie kneels and sings to me. 'Tis she alone who can delight me as gracefully she doth invite me, and when her tender arms enfold me, the blackest night can turn and flee. Dumbarton's drums, they sound so bonny when they remind me o' my Jeannie. Such fond delight can steal upon me when Jeannie kneels and sings to me. When Jeannie kneels and sings to me. When Jeannie kneels and kisses me.
Yes, the wonderful sound of Dumbarton's drums by the Corries, with a very worthy round of applause to follow afterwards. Now, next up, and by the way, I must point out some fantastic photos there from Stephen Hughes, who's also tuned in and joining in with us tonight. And he takes a lot of these pictures when he's out and about on his motorbike, but also thanks to everyone that does send pictures, and it does make the show enjoyable, and it saves you looking at me for a whole 2 hours, which I'm sure you don't want to do. Okay. Next request. Here we go. Hello, Ewan. We are so sorry we had to cancel our rally at North Keswick Club on Friday the 25th of February, but looking very much forward to having you play for us on the 30th of September. Could you please play for us either Cadden Woods or Father Connolly's Jig for all the North Keswick members and dancing friends who missed out on Friday? Many thanks and all the best from Alison Sim. And to play Father Connolly's Jig, it's lined up in the player ready to go from the album Scottish Country Dances. I'm asking. It's the Glen Craig Scottish Dance Band here, led by band leader Nichol McLaren, also the chairman of the National Association of Accordion and Fiddle Clubs. Glenn Craig, Scottish dance band there, led by Nicole McLaren for Father Connolly's Jig. We've got Robert Barclay there saying, hey, it can't be full, it's radio. Well, unfortunately it is, Robert. That's the way it goes. We put a post up every week for the Scottish Shindig and the Daily Keelies. And I was actually speaking with Derek tonight, and we've made a bit of a decision that each Sunday, tonight there's over 20 requests, and along with a time limit of what we've got, because we've got to have a mixture of volume of speech and music to comply with our licensing. But one of the things that me and Derek have made a bit of a decision on tonight is that each Sunday we'll take 15 requests each week. And then after that, we'll mix it up with some of our choice of music, because ultimately the Scottish Shindig is a Scottish dance music programme. And we need to ensure that we're also covering that content. And it makes it a bit more less stressful, I'll say. It gives us more time to prepare the show, and we can then actually get some more information about each track, which we can give you, and hopefully ultimately make it enjoyable to listen to as well as to watch. But yes, there's over 20 requests in for tonight, so unfortunately I can't take any more on tonight's Scottish Shindig. The next request comes in from Mary Kemp, and it says, do you have the Tiger Rag by Mr. Marsbar? Well, I don't have it by Mr. Marsbar in particular, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Tiger Rag by Davy Stewart and his Scottish dance band from the album Memento, and then we're going to follow it with a track from Mr. Marsbar himself. Hopefully Mr. Marsbar's tuned in, and we'll follow it with another rag called Mr. Accordion Rag. So first of all, Davy Stewart, and in the second half, Bill Ewan.
Thank
Yes, the wonderful Mr. Mars Bar. Bill Ewan from his lockdown sessions with Mr. Accordion Rag. And before that, The Tiger Rag by Davy Stewart. Hold That Tiger, Hold That Tiger. That was a jazz standard, originally recorded and copyrighted back in 1917 by the original Dixieland Jazz Band, and became quite a big hit. It became a bigger hit depending on the records more in 1918 when it was re-recorded as well. There we go, a bit of useful or useless information, one or the other. For all the country dancers that are tuned in, and I'm going to play this one for Julie Crystal, Julie and John, and say thank you very much for a wonderful time down in Newcastle over the weekend on Friday night there, and we're doing some Scottish country dancing, and I must say I had the haggis, neeps and tatties for my dinner tonight, and it was delicious, washed down with a bit of coconut cake. And speaking of that, it must be time to put the kettle on. Here's Jim Johnston and his band with the dance, The Lee Rig. Lovely playing there from Jim Johnston and the Scottish Dance Band with a lovely country dance as well. Great original tune for the Lee Rig, and hopefully some of you were dancing away. Alan Barnett says, I love a slow strathspey. Hope wee Annie's listening in and tuned in, because we all know just how much she enjoys a strathspey. To take us up to near the club news with Pia Walker, and speaking of Pia, I bumped into her last night. She was along at Largo Ward at the dancing, and it was great to see her. I've not seen her for about 2.5 years. I think Shetland was the last time, so it was really good to have a catch up and an enjoyable evening. To take us up to that is Ian Powrie and his band, and this is an email that came in from Ian Lees from Dundee, And hope Ian's tuned in. He's maybe having a pee if he's from Dundee. And it's Ian Powrie and his band with the wonderful Waltzing Matilda from Ian Powrie, his fiddle, and his friends. Well, that certainly had the fingers working away there, and fantastic playing, excellent sound, a lovely sound on Ian Powrie's fiddle as well. That was Waltzing Matilda, played in 3 different tempos. Time for your club news for February going into March, so if you've got your pens and paper at the ready, and we'll invite Pia Walker to let us know what's all happening, and hopefully we might see you out and about at one of the clubs, who knows.
The Box and Fiddle News with Pia Walker.
Hello everybody. Right, this is the end of February and the beginning of March. And from my office window I can see daffodils in bud and several birds looking for partners. That means the good weather hopefully will arrive soon. I look forward to getting to drive to clubs and dances during lighter and definitely drier nights. I'm sure you're the same. So, what's on offer in the next week or so? Well, on the 28th, we have meeting in Newton Grange, but they still haven't told me if they have a guest artist or if it's a club night. And then we are into March, and we have 4 clubs running on the 1st of March. First of all, we have Campsie, and Marian Anderson Trio will be the guests there. There's also one in Dumfries, and they have Seamus O'Sullivan visiting. In the northeast, Martin Skeen is at the Royal British Legion in Keith, and Sakehill has the Joan Kirk Trio and a pool supper On the 2nd, Glencraig Scottish Dance Band will be visiting Glenfarg, and in Monrose they have the Lomond Ceilidh Band plus their AGM. And then we come to the 3rd, and there's 4 clubs. Yeah, 4 clubs. And that's Criff, which has Ross McPherson Trio, Galashiels, and they have a club night with everybody welcome. On the Isle of Skye, they have a visit from the James Stewart Band. And finally on the 3rd, Turriff has Ewan Galloway entertaining. On the 5th is the day where we usually have the NAFC festival. This time it's a diminished virtual festival on the 5th. And I must admit the festival committee have been working really hard on setting this up. So to hear it go live, go to the festival website, which is naafcfestival.co.uk. And then you can click on there and you can hear everything with some very talented people online. That should take you all day. It starts at 9 a.m. And then you can go to Arbroath on the 6th, and they have a club night. And also, in the other end of the country, in Gretna on the 6th, Nicola Braid and Gordon Haddo is visiting. And that's all for that week. I will talk to you later for what's going on from the 7th and onwards. Take care and have a good week. Bye.
Greetings, Hookta Tukla friends. This is the one and only Laird the Cookadens, and I want to tell you a radio programme you didn't want to miss. It's called Scottish Shindig with the one and only, thank heaven for that, Ewan Galloway.
Lovely set of Gaelic waltzes there. Track number 8 from Ross McPherson's album My Own Choice. And that was played for Kathy McManus and Sky Friends for a request from Margaret Young, who's tuned in tonight. Hello, Tiger and Ewan. Could you please play something for Marjorie, please? And that's from Sharon Croson. Well, Margie, here is a selection of tunes that I know that you'll like. It's a quick step from the Boxing Banjo Band, and hopefully I might see you at Seg Hill very shortly. Boxing Banjo Band with a quick step for Margie down there. And hopefully I will see you soon. Ewan, could you please play the wee video of Ian McPhail playing the tune that he wrote for your birthday? Love the makeup of the band for this one. Thanks, from Rena Mulholland. And yes, a great band lineup indeed. Alistair Wood on second box, Gordon Young, our fellow presenter from Saturday night here on Radio GH, and Gordon's Kaylee. Judith on fiddle, Izzy on piano, and leading the band Ian McPhail. And still excited to get the dots for this tune so that I can learn it and play it myself. It's the Ewan Galloway Polka.
Thank you.
Radio GH.
I love you because you understand, dear, every single thing I try to do. You're always there to lend a helping hand, dear, but most of all I love you, 'cause you're you. No matter what the world may say about me, I know your love will always see me through. I love you for the way never doubt me, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. I love you because my load is lighter every time I'm walking by your side. I love you because the future's brighter. The door to happiness you open wide. No matter what may be the style or season, I know your love will always be true. I love you for 100,000 reasons, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. What the world may say about me, I know your love will always see me through. I love you for the way you never doubt me, but most of all I love you 'cause you're you. But most of all I love you 'cause you're you.
It's our very own Derek Hamilton there from the West. West is best. And Jim Reeves' song, that was the request from Stephen Hughes. Any Jim Reeves song sang from our Derek. And there he was. Next up, this isn't a request that's in the player. This is a request that I'm putting into the player. And I'm playing this for Sarah Horn. And Sarah's already seen some of the pictures from today. So I also took some videos for you. And join this is Ian Muir playing the Chukter Train. the wonderful Chukter Train there by Ian Muir. And a message from Derek here saying that Jack Delaney is currently in Glasgow Royal, having had an op on his neck. He's not able to speak very well, but texted Derek this morning, and Derek says, please could I play an old Rankin track for him, maybe Meg Merrilies, and wish him well from everyone here. So from everyone here at Radio GH and all the presenters, wishing yourself, Jack Delaney, a speedy recovery, and I hope that you're back out and about soon. Here's Meg Merrilies from Andrew Rankin. There we go, Andrew Rankin, Meg Merrilies, and indeed Cecil Duncan. That was from a 45 RPM and from yesteryear. Great to hear the old sound there as well, and I know that a lot of people do enjoy hearing the old crackle and the pop. There's a request for a track. I'm still trying to go up and down my messages here. It's Robert in Oban asked if I could please play anything by myself or Alistair McCoush and the Black Rose Cayley Band. So you'll need your dancing shoes on for this one. And it's I think it's a heel toe sideways, and then heel toe sideways, and then heel toe sideways, and heel toe. You get the gist. It's a Highland Scottish. Alistair McCuish and the Black Rose Ceilidh Band there. I'm glad that you were able to follow my calling there, Elaine. Mind you, everyone will be knackered if they keep doing heel toe, and a wee skip somewhere. Anyway, next up, hi Ewan, Susan and Tiger. And Gloria said, where is my boy? Well, he's down here. He's all curled up there. He's sound asleep. And he's listening to the music as we go. Could we please have a set of reels for all the dancers who had a ball at Pitlochry during the winter school? Sending thanks to William Williamson and all his staff for all their hard work, but especially to Jane and Brian Rose who go beyond their call of duty to make the afternoons so successful. Gin is bought and restocked for the Sally. That's all I'm saying. That's from Sheila Bain, the Dandy Dancers. And I did notice that there was some gin and whiskey tasting going on. It looked very good indeed. So I've got 2 tracks lined up here for you, Sheila. And the first one is Mary's Wedding. And I'll say thanks to Derek for fixing this track for me before playing it tonight. And we're going to follow it with a song from William Williamson. So the dance is Mary's Wedding by John McGregor and his Scottish Dance Band. And the song after is the Wee Cucubri Centipede. But don't tell Gary Tate because I know what he does with centipedes.
The Scottish Shindig, the best in Scottish dance music and song.
The wee Cucubri centipede, she was very sweet. She was ever so proud of every one of her 100 feet. Early every morning her neighbours came to glance. She always entertained them with a beautiful little dance. Her neighbour Jenny Longlegs with jealousy was mad. She went out and bought herself a pencil and a pad. She came a month of mornings and made a careful note of every step the centipede made, and this is what she wrote. Her leg at number 94 gave 95 a shunt. Legs numbers 1 and 2 were twisting out in front. As legs numbers 9 and 10 were wriggling up the side, legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide. And with exact notation, young Jenny Longlegs tried to dance just like the centipede. She failed and nearly cried. She grabbed a hold of the centipede. She says, now have a look and tell me how you do these steps I've written in my book. Said the centipede, do I do that? And she tried to demonstrate. She'd never thought of anything before she got in a terrible state. Her 100 legs were twisted. She got tied up in a fankle. She fractured 7 shin bones, 14 kneecaps and her ankle. Her leg at number 94 gave 95 a shunt. Legs numbers 1 and 2 were twisting out in front. As legs numbers 9 and 10 were wriggling up the side, legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide. As legs numbers 1 and 2 were tied to 3 and 4, legs numbers 5 and 6 were trampled on the floor. Leg number 15 was attacked by number 10. 97 and 98 will never dance again. The weaker Kubri centipede, she suffered terrible pain, and some of us were very surprised she ever danced again. But now she tells her neighbours, everyone that calls to see, never try an explanation of what comes naturally. Her leg at number 94 gave 95 a shunt. Legs numbers 1 and 2 were twisting out in front. As legs numbers 9 and 10 were wriggling up the side, legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide. Legs 73 and 4 were doing the pally glide.
The Scottish Shindig Medley of the Week.
Well, I must say that we've not had a pipe track for a while on the show, so here from the album The Bluebells of Scotland to do the Scottish Shindig Medley of the Week is the King's Own Scottish Borderers, or the KOSBs, and they are going to do a medley, which is track 4 from this CD. mixture of musicians there from the Kingsland Scottish Borders band from the album The Bluebells of Scotland. We're going to play a Colin Dure track up next. It's a set of reels, 8x32 bars from the album Special Requests Volume 7. And I'm going to play this one for Colin's mum, Margaret Dure. And I hope that you're keeping well, Margaret, and still able to enjoy all the music we have on offer here. And this request also comes in from Wee Annie up in Shetland. And I must say that Wee Annie was tuned in when the Strathspeys were on earlier on, but sadly she missed them because she was out feeding her yows. But I'll make sure that I play another Strathspey later on for you, Annie, just to make up for the one you missed. Here's Colin Dure for Margaret with the dance The Inimitable Derek. inimitable Derek there by Colin Dewar and his Scottish dance band. But time for some American waltzes here. It says, hello Ewan and all the fellow shindiggers. The gruesome twosome is here and we hope everything is well and everyone is enjoying the better weather. It's nice to see the daffodils and crocuses and everything else coming out now. Could you please play any track by Stephen Cackery? Many thanks. Well, here you go with a lovely set of American waltzes and I hope you enjoy this choice from the album The Freakum Barn Dance. Two lovely waltzes there by Stephen Cackery and finishing that set with the Ashokan Farewell. A track request for Matthew McLennan and a set of 4/4 marches for all at the Creef Accordion and Fiddle Club and everyone else that's tuned in this evening. And that comes in from Cyril Thompson.
Thank
Welcome back to Dunoon. It's the Scottish Shindig in every tune.
That was Jimmy Shand Jr. there with Now Is the Hour from the album with Father and Son. Very enjoyable to listen to indeed. And now is the hour as we go into our last 8 minutes here on the Scottish Shindig, and I hope that you've all enjoyed the music and variety of, well, if you've been watching virtually, the variety of pictures and everything else that's on there. We're going to have a track here next up. It's a nice waltz, another wee waltz before we finish off with a livelier track. It's Jim MacLeod and his band with a live recording of the Scottish Ceilidh Dance Party, and it's for the Pride of Erin Waltz. Yes, and well worthy of a big round of applause at the end of that. And there's Jim trying. Jim, it's my show. It's the Scottish Shindig, it's my show. Right, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we've got time for today, and we're going to leave you with a great selection of tunes from Ian McPhail with the original tune Mary's Wedding. It's a cracking set of reels, and it's certainly a swift dance to dance to. So if you've got your dancing shoes on, enjoy it. Thank you very much to Susan for collating all the requests as usual, and doing a great job of keeping us right here and making sure that we don't miss any out. Derek will see you on Wednesday, and he might see you on Thursday this week. I'll not be on the Daily Keeley this week because I'm up in Turriff, but I hope that you enjoy your week, and I'll see you on Friday at the Stagger Inn, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for listening, take care, and all the best till then.